If we have enough accuracy. Let's remove this all and put up block. Come on. Nice. There we go. Okay. That was actually pretty sweet. Removed all the buffs. We put up block passive abilities. So we can one-shot Rotos. She can't do her passive stuff in regards to Rotos and the heals she does and removal of debuffs, the freeze and the whatever the other one is. We got Duchess here with her passive, so she's not going to negate that AoE damage. We can safely use Trunda's A3, and then he's not going to Crit now is not going to protect whoever he's supposed to protect. Bye-bye. Okay, now that I like. Welcome back, everyone. We are here with Ramantu Drake's Blood. This is all courtesy of Dark Prism, letting us use his account and try this champion out. You know he's going to be a monster everywhere in the game. One of the hardest champions to get, takes the longest to get in this game. I'm still quite a ways off from getting Drake's Blood. We do want to know whether we can block out bosses' passive abilities. I know this is just a dream. I haven't tested anything yet. I just logged into the account. We're all going to do it together live. I know we're not going to be able to block out other bosses' passive abilities. There's just no way, but this is a new ability we have. Block passive skills. So this is going to be amazing against Rotos, Siphi, anything, any of those waves in the Doom Tower. Duchess with her passive negating our AoE damage. Any of that kind of stuff, we're going to be able to block it out as soon as we get this debuff up on the enemy, as well as block out all their active skills, so they're only going to be able to do their A1. It's for 2 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. So if we have Master Hexer, I don't know if we do, let's see. If we have Master Hexer, which we do, we could lock them out the whole entire time. Get a 3-turn lockout for 3 turns, and then we just keep repeating that. So Doom Tower waves are pretty much done. Now that you have this champion, you just go through the Doom Tower waves, you just keep locking them out, lock their passives out as well, and it's easy. Very easy. And this A2 here hits extremely hard and does all these debuffs. Decreased defense, weaken, decreased speed, block buffs, and then true fear if we placed at least 4. 4 on the enemy. At the end of this attack, if we placed 4 debuffs, or if there are 4 debuffs on the target, then we will do a true fear to all enemies. That's really strong. Everything on this champion is strong, right? We also have an aura of 80 accuracy in all battles. That's pretty nuts. He's got this passive here, which, you know, I don't think this passive is amazing. He doesn't really need an amazing passive. We've read over this before. He gets the turn meter increase, the increased speed buff, and then a shield on him, which I don't think he's going to have really high HP unless you build him really support heavy, which is fine. If I have him, I'm probably going to have him really high support. All I want him is really fast, really high accuracy, and then survivability so I can get up all these debuffs, hopefully get this true fear, all of these debuffs to lock out all their abilities and their passive abilities. Let's go test this guy out. Again, Dark Prism right here. Let me show you a glimpse of Dark Prism's account though, to see what he has for the dupe system. Not a lot, not a lot. Wait a minute, hold out, there we go. Look at all these duplicate champions. Where is this dupe system? Bring it on. Wow, that is a lot of, what is it, Tila? Let's go to a dungeon boss first, and then we're going to go to a few Doom Tower bosses and check that out. We'll get into some arena later on, and let's go over to Spider. We'll go to Spider's Den and try to see if we can do a big turn meter reduction. Not get that turn meter reduced in half, which it currently will do, right? With the passive that they have. Any boss from 21 to 25, can we nullify that so we can do full turn meter reduction? Now, if we can do it here, obviously we can do it in the Doom Tower as well. I doubt it's going to work, but this is a big question. A big question I have about him. We will get the debuffs up. Didn't even try to apply it. Does it not work in PvE? Is that what's happening here? Do we not get it in PvE at all? 80% chance, 100% chance booked. It is booked up. Block passive skill debuffs on all enemies with passive skills. Okay, with passive skills. So the spiderlings don't necessarily have a passive skill. So we can already tell it's not going to work on bosses. Bosses do have a passive skill, but it's not going to work. But we're going to take this into Griffin next. Nope, nothing at all. If we see again that it's not even being able to be applied, then we don't have to worry about it. We know all bosses are off limit. And that's what we thought, right? We just hoped that we could use it in this fashion. Nothing. We can't do skill lockouts, right? We can't make it only do its A1 and not these other abilities here. And we did not block out its passives, which would be all these passives. You see all of them? All 6 of those, we'd have those locked out. So Drake's Blood is not used for that. We're going to jump out of here. We're going to go into a Doom Tower wave that has the Siphies and the Rotos immediately. We're going to see how strong this can be. And then we'll go over to Arena, I guess. There's not really a lot else to show about him, except for how amazing he can be in Arena and then going through these Doom Tower waves. 114, we start off against a Siphi along with, 2 Siphies and 3 Rotos. Okay, Drake's Blood, come on, buddy. Get in here before they... Nice. All right, so let's block out everything they have. Did we get it on? We did. Look, passive block out, passive block out. We didn't get skill lockout on her, but we got blocking out her passive, which if we block both of their passives, which they are, then the Rotos can't remove. That's why when they took a turn, they didn't remove the debuffs from them. How nice is that? So the Rotos didn't get to remove all the debuffs. Right before he takes a turn, they remove all the debuffs when Siphi is there, and then they attack us. This time they did not get to remove everything, and we should be able to one-shot the 2 in the back, middle, and right, but not the back left, because we don't have block passives up. Let's see if we did enough damage. Okay, you can see it worked. It worked on this middle one. We did enough damage, almost enough damage. He would have, obviously, if we didn't have block passives up, he would have attacked us because we did over 50% of his max HP. So working here, right? Working where we're supposed to be working in the Doom Tower. To make Doom Tower easy, I think that's what he's really there for. To make Doom Tower much easier. Wouldn't it be cool, though, in Arena, if this guy had the ability to block out artifacts? Maybe that's going to be the next champion introduced into the game, that we go over there, we block out all their passes, but we also block any kind of use of artifacts. We still get the artifact attributes, but they don't get the ability of the artifact. Swift parry, reaction accessories. If they had stun sets, they wouldn't be able to do stun sets. Something to lock out artifacts. That would be pretty broken if we had something like that, so maybe that will come later on down. Let's get out of here. Let's get into Arena. Guys, that's it for Drake's Blood. He's going to be amazing. He's going to be amazing against the boss. I don't really feel like I need to show you that right now. Let's get over to this guy. I don't feel like I need to run through a boss and show you how amazing it is for this guy to put up decreased defense, weaken, slow speed, block buffs, and true fear on the waves. We already know that, pretty much this guy can solo waves. It doesn't matter what it is. He can't solo it because he's not going to heal himself. He's going to get hit still. But look, we are taking true fear out on the enemy. We're putting up all these debuffs on 1, and then we're blocking out anything they can do for 2 turns, sometimes 3 turns on a 3-turn cooldown. So they're done. The waves are done. We're setting their skills back here. We're getting some stuns here. There's nothing they can do to us. We just come in there with a comparable Syl the Drakes, Vizix, and this guy, 3-man, and you just run through it all. As long as they have enough speed to take control right away, it's done. We got the passive lockout on 3, but we didn't get block the active skills. Is it either or? I'm wondering now, is it? This is either or. We remove all buffs, and then if they have without passives, then we do block active skills. If they have a passive, then we do block passive skills. So not as dirty as I initially thought, but still great going through Doom Tower waves. But in Arena here, not as dirty. Passive abilities, we're bringing in somebody to lock out, to remove all buffs, and to lock out passive abilities if they have them, but do we really need to? We don't need to in the type of Arena meta we have right now. We could have somebody else in here really causing havoc instead of Drake's Blood. He is going to be good. I think he's going to be great for certain situations against maybe even something like Nikrit and Ursuga. Speaking of Nikrit, here's one with Lydia in the lead, and now we can use our accuracy lead if we need to, right? We can switch it out. If we know we got speed over them, we could switch this out. Let's see what we got now. Let's see if we can block out Nikrit's passive ability and make sure we can take somebody out. We're going to remove the buffs with his ability, and then we're going to block out the passives. This should work out nicely, right? Oh, when we lock out her passive as well. All right, too much resistance, right? Nikrit has too much resistance, even Duchess for the accuracy. We're at like 473, I think, is what we had accuracy-wise, plus we had the accuracy lead. It's interesting that we locked out her passive, right, Lydia? But she's dead now. Is it still locked out? Is she going to come back? Probably going to come back, right? She died with the lockout on, but I doubt it's going to stay. I seriously doubt it's going to stay that way. Again, I'm not the Arena mastermind. I don't have a Siphi. I don't even have a Nikrit myself and all these other amazing champions that people use 24/7 in Arena, but I'm sure they're going to come out with some really clever ways to use this champion in Arena. I'm sure they will, but I just don't know if they need to slot somebody like that in. They're going to make it work. They're going to show you videos on this guy doing some stuff in Arena and being like, okay, they're blocking this out. It's working out well, but they did so well before having him. I doubt they'll play him mainstream. Oh, there we go. Okay, let's try another one like this. Let's see if we're fast enough again. And if we have enough accuracy. We went with the accuracy lead this time. That's okay. We can remove all buffs. Can't we? If we have enough accuracy. Let's remove this all and put up block. Come on. Nice. There we go. Okay. That was actually pretty sweet. Removed all the buffs. We put up block passive abilities. So we can one-shot Rotos. She can't do her passive stuff in regards to Rotos and the heals she does and removal of debuffs, the freeze and the whatever the other one is. We got Duchess here with her passive, so she's not going to negate that AoE damage. We can safely use Trunda's A3, and then he's not going to Nacrit now is not going to protect whoever he's supposed to protect. Bye-bye. Okay, now that I liked. I thought that was actually pretty cool. Didn't block her out. We need something more because even though we're blocking out her passive, if she gets to take a turn, she's still able to put up all these because she went after our Drake's Blood. So now, reaction accessories, of course. Can we get some sleeps? No, she had block debuffs up. Oh, there we go. Let's remove everything and block it out. All right. We're done here. Easy. I am a pro platinum player. Jeez, all the same champions everywhere. I don't know what I can show you now. We saw the best way to use ability a few matches ago where we had all those buffs up. He stripped them all. They all had passive abilities. We did it after Sify went, and then we just tore the whole team up. That looked like the best way to show how strong this champion can be under the right circumstances. And that's like all champions. Dark Prism, you are a legend. I know I didn't do any justice to this champion to really show how well he can do in Platinum Arena. I apologize for that, but this is not my account. I'm not used to Platinum Arena. I don't even know what to do in there with these champions, with his Nacrit, which I've never played before. All the rest, I don't have a Sify, I don't have a Nacrit, I don't have a Krisk, amazing lady Bone Spear here either. So I really don't know what to do once I'm up there to fight, so I know I didn't give him justice. Let me know your thoughts about him down below. Where would you use him? Where do you think this guy is going to be completely amazing at? Remember, he removes all buffs, but then he only does either block active skills if they have no passive, or he'll do block passive skills if they have a passive. So keep that in mind. He's not going to do both. That's what I was really excited for, him doing both on someone. Blocking out their passive and then also making that only do their A1. But unfortunately, it's not as strong as I was originally hoping, and I should have read that better. You know, I should have read it off the get-go. When they showed this guy a long time ago, I should have already known that. But a really cool champion. Let me know exactly where you would use him down below, what you think would be the best play for this champion. Thank you all so much for watching. I appreciate your time. Dark Prism, thanks again. I will see you all in a video soon.